Hi, this is David McCann for WebTNG. In this video, I'm looking at the GreenLight Builder and the GreenLight Framework. The GreenLight Builder is a lightweight and performant block collection for Gutenberg. It has some unique features. And the GreenLight Framework is a collection of CSS variables that you can use while you're building your pages and your website. And in this video, I'm going to show you what the GreenLight Builder is and what the GreenLight Framework is. This is the GreenLight Builder landing page. You see on the home page here a button to download the plugin and a button to download the theme. This is where you download them. Once you've downloaded the plugin and installed it, there's a place where you can enter your license key to activate the premium features. So you're not going to find the GreenLight Builder downloads in your account downloads area. You find them here, but you will need your license from the account page. Okay, so let's go ahead and download the plugin, and we'll download the theme. Then before we leave the website, I wanted to show you this page here for Light Framework. Light Framework is a unique CSS framework that is integrated directly into the plugin. Unlike other frameworks, Light Framework is not loading at once. Only values that you use on the page are used. You can overwrite all variables in Settings Stylebook. Now, when I first read this description of the Light Framework, I imagined that it was something like the Core Framework or Automatic CSS or Tailwind. And while there are a lot of similarities, it doesn't work quite the same. And I'll show you how it's meant to work in the video. Once you understand how it's meant to work, I think it'll help speed up your workflow. Let's look here at this page. You see you have colors, typography, spacing, size, borders, shadows, transitions, and extra. Colors, typography, spacing, size, border radius, shadows, transitions, extras, and then there are components. There's button, section, card. All of the features of a CSS framework. I have here a new testing site. You can see it's got the 2025 theme installed. I'm just going to log in here. Okay, if we look at the plugins, you can see I have ACF Pro and WP Vivid. And if we look at the themes, you can see I have the 2025 theme. So let's start out. Let's add that theme that we downloaded. I'll upload it. And install it. And activate. Okay, so we have the GreenLight theme. This is a block-based theme. This is the default home page that it gives to us. Now let's go to plugins and add the GreenLight Builder plugin. And we'll activate it. We go now to an admin area. There's a place here to manage license. So I'm going to paste in the license and activate it. Okay, now you see there's something here called Stylebook. If I click on it, it asks us to create the Stylebook. Let's create the Stylebook. Now we've created the Stylebook. You can see you can switch to dark mode. So first it has elements. There are your headings, your body and text, your button, and your body color. You might not realize it, but you can click on these and customize these manually as you like. Okay. There is a tab here for colors. You can pick a different color and enter a different color. You see you have your brand color, your text on brand, your hover, secondary, and so forth. Then there's a place for variables. Here you can import your own CSS variables if you want to. You paste the code in here, click the import button. There's a little syntax example that shows you how to format that. Okay. But the value of this in terms of the GreenLight framework is that, you see it says select preset variable. These are the variables in the GreenLight framework: size, line height, spacing, shadow, border radius, transition, animation, width, height, extra, layout, color. So we have elements and colors here, but there are a lot of the variables that aren't on a tab. And if you wanted to change them, this is where you would do it. You'd come in, for example, you'd click the one you want to change, and then it tells you what the default is. This is the category that it's in, and you could change this. You click Add, and then remember to click Save. You can add your own classes here, and then these are global styles that you can add your CSS code. This is where you add like your logo and site icon and whatnot. So this is the Stylebook here, where you override the defaults in the framework. One other thing I'm going to show you before we go to a page is if we go into the site editor, this is a visual representation of the Stylebook, a style guide. Okay, it has all the categories, and you can see the values right here. Okay, so that's very useful, right? One thing that I'll warn you of, however, is that if you click Save here, then this will overwrite your home page. You can, of course, go into the template area and set it again how you want. Let's go and create a page. Let's look at these GreenLight elements, what they are. Here's a section element, pinned horizontal scroll, a div element, a button component with icon, a div with text, an image, an H1 element, H2 element, H3 element, a link element, a paragraph element, span element. Okay, you get the idea. When you add one of these, you're basically adding the HTML tag. And this is different from a lot of the Gutenberg blocks, which add a lot of extra wrappers and styling and everything for their blocks. Okay, so let's enter an H2 block, and we're going to say this is an H2 block. And if we go now to local styles, you see here are typography, colors, spacing, border, shadow, size, CSS transitions, position, layout, effects, and responsive. All of the GreenLight element blocks have the same set of options, so that makes it more coherent. It's not like core Gutenberg blocks where you're not sure which blocks have which styling features. So it's consistent here. Let's say we click the typography icon. You'll notice that there's an option here for preset. These are the styles that are defined in the GreenLight framework. Then if we go to, for example, colors, and we click on a text color, you see here is the preset palette. If you went to that variable tab and you entered your own color variables there, then you could click on there and they would show up. But let's make this green. And now let's add a paragraph element. Again, we have the same set of style features here. And let's publish this. And now let's go view it on the front end. and let's inspect. And you see here is our H2 and here is our paragraph. That's what an element block is. If you add local styles, then you get a class added on here. This is a local style. You can create your own global styles if you want. But see how lean that is. Let's go back now to the Stylebook. Let's go to colors and let's change this to a red, and I'm going to save. Now if we go look in variables, you see that shows up here. See? You can remove it if you want to reset, but this is the override of that preset. If we go to the style guide here, you see it's been changed here. Let's go to our page and look at that. Now you notice that this has not changed. Why didn't this change to be red? Well, it's because we applied a local style. Okay, and that got a local class. If we wanted to, for example, let's say we want all H2 elements to be blue, then we would go to the Stylebook and choose the heading element here, and we could select that blue color. Okay, and save, and we go back to our page. And you see it's that way. Okay, in the video we've looked at a few things here. We've looked at the GreenLight Elements and we've seen how they're very performant and lightweight and how they map to HTML elements. We've looked at the GreenLight framework and the Stylebook and how you can override the defaults in the Stylebook to create your own styles. And we've looked at how you can create a local style to override the framework defaults. There's one other thing then I want to show you before we wrap up, and that is global styles. So we have an H2 block here which has the blue color from the Stylebook, from the GreenLight framework. Let's go and create a new, let's call it special heading, and we'll have it be a global class, and we'll add it. When we select it here, now it's active, and you notice it doesn't say local styles here. We're now setting global styles. So I'm going to go into color, and let's pick something different. Let's say a purple color. And now we'll save that global style. We've saved the global style here. Let's go now and add another H2 GreenLight Builder element block. Defaults to the blue, but we can add our global style here. Okay, and then, you know, this is the way then that you can create global reusable styles. You can increase the specificity, you can save, you can hide it without removing it. There's some extra actions here. And if we go to our Stylebook and we go to classes, here is our special heading. You can come here, you can remove it, you can also edit it. I hope that this walkthrough and demo help you get started with the GreenLight Builder and the GreenLight theme and the GreenLight framework. The Stylebook is also included in the regular GreenShift plugin. It works much the same way. So I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.